Agreed that it was a very succinct closing argument. I'm anticipating this defense, though, because when we heard openings, the state sounded one way, but once the defense started presenting this case to the jury, it was a different ball game. So they seem, even though you mentioned that all the evidence seems to point in favor of the prosecution, some of the things the defense has been doing suggest that they are overly confident in their case. They turned down a plea deal, their client took the stand, and now we heard before closing arguments that they turned down or don't want lesser included. So second-degree murder is going to be the only homicide charge that is on this verdict form. How do you feel about that, Michael?
I think that was a gross mistake. I think it was borderline negligent. When I heard about that, before that they turned it down earlier on in the case, I said that this case screams lesser included charges because at the end of the day, you have a person who is unarmed lying dead on a highway after cycling on the Rickenbacker Causeway. So it screamed lesser included charges. So for them to even take that off the table, they basically have put their client in a position. You're already nervous as a defendant or a defense attorney waiting for the jury to come back. You already need to use the bathroom 3 times in the 5 minutes leading up to that. Now you've literally taken your life savings. You've went into the casino. You've put them on black, right? Somebody told you, hey, you can put them on a third of the board. You'll win a third of the money, but you'll have a 400% chance more of winning something and not losing your money. Or you could just gamble. This is what a compulsive gambler would do. I was completely shocked. Turning away a plea is something else. But taking lesser included charges off the table, in my opinion, was negligent. If my client told me, and a client would never tell me, take lesser included charges off the table, because I've never had somebody tell me that, right? Because if they did, I'd tell them, you must be losing your mind. Why would you do that? You don't have 12 people on the jury. You have 6 people, right? You have no idea what these people are going to do. You called this man a con man and then you killed him, right? I understand you had a reason, but at the end of the day, you don't know if the person on that jury wants to get back to their, 9 to 5 is going to believe that, or if they're going to think that you went out there ready to kill the guy, right? So I think that was terrible. I'll be honest with you. Very few times do I see defense attorneys in these high-profile cases make it what I see to be a grossly negligent mistake. That was one of them.